a visão de Vicky Piria sobre a W Series e tudo que ela passou na categoria. Ela contou com exclusividade ao canal e é lógico que eu trago pra vocês no vídeo a seguir. Pra quem não me conhece, eu sou a Natália de Vivo e esse é o Elas na Pista. E aí pessoal, tudo bom com vocês? Vicky Piria, italiana, correu por 2 temporadas na W Series, no ano inicial, em 2019, e também na segunda temporada, em 2021. Ela teve 2 anos bastante distintos e, inclusive, ela contou com exclusividade aqui no canal Elas na Pista os motivos de 2019 ela ter conseguido terminar corridas nos pontos, enquanto 2021 foi um ano completamente oposto. Ela também falou um pouquinho sobre como ela enxerga o papel da categoria exclusivamente feminina para as meninas que estão entrando ou para as meninas que estão buscando o automobilismo, o esporte a motor. E ela também falou um pouquinho se ela enxerga que faz bem sim. Então, foi um bate-papo bastante legal que eu tive com ela aí, com exclusividade. Ela contou muitas coisas que eu achei bastante interessantes e eu não poderia deixar de trazer aqui pra vocês. Então eu espero que vocês gostem muito desse meu bate-papo com ela. É a segunda parte dessa entrevista. A primeira eu já postei no início dessa semana, vou deixar o link para vocês conferirem depois. E é lógico que para os meus assinantes eu também trouxe um trecho exclusivo, então se você quiser conferir, é só entrar no meu perfil, clicar no botão de Seja Membro e escolher uma das 3 mensalidades. Não esquece também de nesse vídeo deixar bastante joinha, se inscrever caso não seja inscrito, comentar bastante aqui embaixo e compartilhar com seus amigos. Confere aí tudo que a Vicky Piria pensa sobre a W Series. And then W Series happened in your life. How was the experience?
It was good. It was challenging at the beginning, getting through the selection and everything was not easy, but I made it and it was a huge satisfaction for me. And at the beginning, W Series, I really liked it. Now I feel that it's changing a bit. At the beginning, it was a bit like pure racing, but it was an incredible opportunity for me at the time. It got me back in the car, so I'm really grateful for that.
And what's the biggest difference about W Series and other series? Like you race at GP3 teams, and everyone is like
completely different. Yeah, it's completely different because even though in W Series there are teams, they're not real teams. The cars are also set up in a very different way compared to normal Formula 3 cars. They're a bit higher and everything, so to drive they are very different to compare to normal Formula 3 cars. And also just like you're not working for a team that really aim for a result. You're working obviously with an engineer that wants you to do well, but at the end of the day it's all under the same big thing of W Series. So if you win or you lose, at the end it's all on you. It's not on you and the team, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is very different. And also like you go to the track together, everything changes also in that type, like you're not independent.
And how is to deal with it mentally? Because you have to share all your data too, right?
Yeah, it's difficult mentally because you don't have many chances. Like if you have a bad session, it's done. You have one free practice and it's done, and you don't have time to get better. And also sometimes it's frustrating because you don't have a team that you can work with properly, like between one race and the other. You're pretty much by yourself, so like I think mentally you feel that you miss a lot of support. Especially last year we had COVID and you could not have anyone at the race weekends and everything. So as a driver you need support. You need someone there, like any athlete needs that, and there you're completely alone. It's also hard to get better like that, because you're by yourself. So also to learn and develop, it's a bit more difficult. Like if you have a real team, it's easier.
So in your first year you scored points in 4 of 6 races, but last year only 1 race. Do you see any reason for that?
Yeah, as I said before, I just had a lot of bad luck. A lot of problems with the car. I changed engineer 3 times. It's just like nothing ever worked the way it was supposed to work, and it was very frustrating, because then the speed is there. I'm the same driver that drove the year before and did top fives, so it was a bit hard and frustrating. That's the reason, just everything does not work, and but then I guess in any athlete's life you have years where just they have bad luck and things don't work.
Do you think in W Series you can make friends with the other drivers?
Well, I do have friends from W Series, obviously, so I do think you can. Obviously, when you're racing, then everyone is selfish, as a driver, you just want your own best. But then, yeah, you can make friends. Like, I have a few friends from W Series, so I do believe, like, you can have friends. Maybe it's not like your best friends forever, but they're people that you're happy to be with, that's for sure.
And in your view, what the goods and bads about the W Series initiative?
I think it's good because it gives a starting point for a lot of girls and also an example to follow. Like for younger girls that are starting karting or racing in cars, they see W Series as an opportunity, and it's good that they have a path to follow. Otherwise, in racing, it's a bit difficult. What I think doesn't work is just like it's all under the same system. So basically, obviously, W Series maybe can control a lot the teams, can control a lot the drivers, and it's not like pure racing, And also another thing is that they try to make the car easier for female drivers, but then after, if these drivers go and do a normal Formula 3, it's too physical for them. So then you're not helping in that way develop.
And I was asking you that, do you see W Series helping young drivers with their driving skills?
Well, I mean, W Series is a huge opportunity and it helps you, okay? So it gives you the opportunity to race for free, which is amazing. Nothing does like that. But if I had to look back and see if I developed more as a driver in 3 or European Open Formula 3 or W Series, I learned a lot more in those categories. But it's just simply because you have more track time, you have a team that is really working for you, not like an engineer, that changes and stuff like that. And you have time, between one race and the other, and it just works better in that reason.